Humidor shop talk. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Sports. Humidor shop talk. Cigars. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk. Get ready. Humidor shop talk.
Yo, what's up, man? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella, man. A grown smoked business is, as you see the shirt say, man. This is what we do. Uh, every Saturday, as we bring you the latest in sports news, man. Um, Gonna get right into it, man. Get right into it. Bringing out my peoples, but let's let you know this is what we do every Saturday, man. By way of Sports Zone, SmokeFellas in the house. Bringing my man to the stage. Where's Kevin? KDL, what's up?
What is happening? What is happening? How y'all doing? Uh, I can't have it, man. It was a long night. Struggling a little bit, but I'm up. Let's get it. Let's talk some sports, man. Got some
Hey
stuff to talk
Kev, I
about.
think
Let's get it.
I think they used to that phrase you just said. They used to that, man. You
No,
don't even have
usually
to
I
say
just
it no
tell
more.
you. You really can't tell. You probably could tell today.
Hey,
It was
hey,
a good one,
man.
man. It was a good one last night.
Hey, uh this dude is in the comment room. He got some good behavior time, and he in the comment room. They letting him use the computer because he is down on 26 in California right now. Angry man, what's up?
What?
You said I'm 26 in California. Hey man, look here, man. Why is it that you talking about grown business? I could care less about that. Only thing I care about is what the sweater say. I represent no matter where I'm going, from work, Chicago to Vegas to LA. You know what I'm saying? I do my thing. I guess y'all done got so big time, y'all don't even wear them to wear the shirts no more. But it's cool though. I got our back. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Smoke Fellas, Cigars, and Sports and Cigars podcast, baby. Man.
Angry man, that is fine.
Well, that's the least you could do.
Hey, I don't know if he's Lean Martin, Luck Left, Lucky Lefty, Mr. 5 o'clock somewhere, but my man, uh, Luck Left today. Let's go.
What up? What up? What up? Hey, Sly, do me a favor. Represented at the bottom of Lake Michigan. Just start walking. Don't even just keep walking.
Wow.
When you see the light, keep going. Don't give up. Don't be a quitter. You can do it. Now, what up, people? What up, man? What
He
up,
said,
baby?
keep going.
Long
said,
night yesterday.
don't be a quitter.
Right, don't stop. Hey, long night yesterday, man. Happy birthday to our Diva Leaf sisters, man. Nia and Keisha. We had a ball last night. But we here, ready to go. Whole lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Birthday shout outs to my girls, man. But also, get well soon goes out to our man. Sweets. Get better out there, man. Waiting to kick it with you. But man, we also gotta go rest in peace to Carl Weathers. Passed away at age 76, man.
Creed, man.
Apollo Creed, baby.
Apollo Creed. Linebacker for the Raiders. Hold on, Sly. I got you, baby. I got you. He was that wise old dude in Happy Gilmore, and he was the badass Action Jackson, baby.
Yeah, right. He jumped over that taxi cab.
What you tell me yesterday? He jumped over it. Flat-footed.
Flat-footed. Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Hey, and Lefty, shout out to you. You know he was on Law and Orders.
I know, man. Law and Order original, man. I was hurt, man. Carl Weathers, man. Rest in peace, brother. Hey, and I got some SmokeFella fingers to hand out too. I'll let you. I roll with the show, but as soon as I get the oop, I'm catching it. I'm catching it because Colin Cowherd gonna get it.
Well, hell, since you put it out there,
get it.
Hey, man, that's my boy, man. What he do, man?
No, he about to. He about to.
Let's go.
Put it up. Put it up. Well, let's kick it off. Let's start this morning out with a SmokeFella finger to Fox Sports' very own Colin Cowherd, who put that bullshit story out about Caleb Williams' camp saying they don't want to play for the Chicago Bears, and then having to turn around less than 24 hours later and recant it, talking like he had some insider information that Caleb Williams don't want to play for the Bears. His camp had to come back the very next day like, hey, don't put that out there on us. You know what I'm saying? So he had to come back the next day, which was yesterday, and recant it. I get tired of some of these insiders with they bullshit scoops, talking nonsense, man. Plus, he got a vendetta against the Bears anyway, man. He just don't want him to go there, but he can kiss my ass. And I used to like him, but he can kiss my ass.
So Caleb Williams can't refuted it?
Yeah, they caught. Yeah, he yesterday on his show he had to come on and say they said his Caleb people called him personally, like, hey, don't put that out there on us. We never said that.
Wow,
yeah, look it up. He had to recant that shit. But
so what was his rebuttal? Like, how did he play it off?
He was like, well, he started trying to like use analytics. Well, the Bears ain't never had a good quarterback situation. They don't know how to groom quarterbacks. They ain't had a good offense, whatever. He ain't really just come out.
He walked it back. But
he walked it back. He didn't really come out flat out say he lied. That shit started trending when he said that initially. 670 to score. They was all arguing about that shit. So SmokeFella finger to Colin Cowherd this morning. Plus, your show ain't been the same since Joy left. So GS
facts. Hey,
I don't like the other dude at all.
we gonna send somebody to see him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like dude at all, man.
Ronnie gonna be outside his house.
Hey man, well look here.
I'm gonna
give giving a finger. I'm gonna give a thumbs up though to two people. Mr. Leslie Frazier. I wish we could have got him for the Seattle Seahawks defensive coordinator. And y'all better give a thumbs up to Jalen Brunson. He over there balling. The Knicks ain't been this relevant since they drafted Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
First of all, that's not true because they had Carmelo Anthony. I ain't gonna let y'all diss Carmelo Anthony. I'm tired of people saying that. Number one, they were relevant when Carmelo Anthony was there. Stop that. But I will say,
relevant because of Lala.
Well, whatever. But Charles Barkley said that same thing. The Knicks ain't been relevant since Patrick Ewing. Now Sly gonna come on and say the same thing. What y'all not gonna do is disrespect Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony was a bad boy in New York. You wouldn't have gave a damn about the Knicks when Carmelo.
He wasn't, but he ain't win shit over there.
When Brunson ain't won nothing either. So let's don't do that.
At least they had a top four in the East.
Let's not do that.
Had them in the playoffs.
They were relevant when Carmelo was there. Let's not do that. I ain't gonna let y'all skip over Carmelo era. We ain't gonna do that.
We ain't dissing Melo. We just saying he wasn't relevant when he was there.
But they ain't relevant now.
Just say they ain't been relevant in a long time.
But what I will say, piggyback on Sly, Jalen Brunson actually deserves to start the All-Star game.
Well, you know the fan vote.
I don't know if we're gonna talk about this, but the All-Star game, we got to stop with this popularity contest. The All-Star game is designed for whoever have a great first half of the year, particularly the winning teams, you reward them to be All-Stars. Jalen Brunson's got the Knicks in what, third?
Yep.
Something like that. Right now, it's Philly to fail. He deserves to be a starter. I get Halliburton that had a great first half of the year too. I can't really argue that.
But he been hurt.
Jalen Brunson has too, bro.
But that's on the
Damian Lillard should not be starting the damn All-Star game. He should not.
The fans go. I agree with you, but the fans gonna vote for some popularity for the starting five.
I get it.
LeBron probably shouldn't even be in the game
since Isaiah Thomas stopped being the president.
Not the Me Too.
Come on, man.
The Me Too.
Come on, man.
Isaiah got so many bad episodes on his resume.
I mean, and you know, and Kev, you always talk about history in the past. Like I said, man, I'm a LeBron guy, but LeBron probably shouldn't be at the end of the day.
Well, they gonna vote him, man. The man 40 years old.
But that's what
They
I'm
gonna
saying.
vote him in.
I'm just saying, but I mean,
Now that's a popularity contest.
yeah, that's all. It's always a popularity.
Hey Ben, since you didn't take that
The
Boston,
man
bet,
averaging
I
25
got
at
him
40
beating the
though.
Knicks
I mean, that
tonight.
says something too.
He probably gonna replace Halliburton. Halliburton hurt, right? Ain't he out?
No, he back. He
He
on a minutes
he
restriction.
back.
All right,
Somebody
Now,
got to replace
Kevo,
Julius Randle.
so he may not play.
Kevo,
Somebody
if
replace
somebody
Randle
that
and Embiid.
at the point guard slot for the East should be Maxey all day long, not
Over
Brunson.
Over Brunson?
over
No, not over
Brunson?
Brunson.
Yeah,
I
Maxey
thought
deserves to be on the team. He should
Max is
start over
balling now.
Brunson.
I ain't
Brunson.
taking nothing. I ain't
No,
taking
no, no,
yeah.
no, no.
Are
Brunson,
you
Brunson, Brunson should be starting.
Brunson to give that
Maxey
boy
should
the
be on
business.
the team, which he is.
Yeah,
But
Max
Brunson should be starting.
right.
you
No,
ain't can't nobody on this panel tell me that Maxey ain't been balling since the release of the beard.
He ain't better than
Yeah, no
Brunson.
doubt.
I ain't saying
He ain't
that.
better than Brunson
But
in
he
no form of
should be starting
category.
over Brunson. Brunson should be starting.
Yeah, Brunson will
Brunson
probably replace Halliburton. I don't think
like
Halliburton.
lefty.
Wait a minute.
No, Julius Randle ain't gonna play. Somebody got to
No, you a
replace
damn
Julius
lie.
Randle.
He like you. He like you, trigger finger.
Brunson got the best left hand I didn't see.
Slow down.
Wait,
There's
what?
a man called Chris Mullins out there. You gonna
No,
quit being disrespectful.
no.
As a matter of fact,
Brunson
it's a
left
man
hand.
called Larry Bird that decided to go left hand
He
all
right
game.
handed though. He right handed.
But he shot. He told you he's gonna shoot with his left hand the whole game and did it.
First of all,
He a good friend. Even my friends that's left handed
let
are
me
trash.
let me
compared
put
to
this
Brunson.
in the order it's supposed to be in. It's me,
Never.
then Derek Coleman,
Coleman?
then Kenny Anderson.
Kenny?
Jalen
Whoa.
probably fall about 5'6". Chris, then
Whoa.
Chris,
Wow.
yeah.
You say you over
Whoa.
Kenny?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh wow.
It's my
Ain't Jalen Rose left-handed?
No.
Jalen top 10. Jalen top 10.
Jalen was left-handed.
Yeah,
Oh, Jalen Rose, yeah. Was.
The State Street preacher is left-handed and he over you.
First of all, let's talk about my boy. Because
Uh,
you're going to hell.
Talking about the dude that, well,
You're
number.
going to hell.
Yeah, Kev, with the microphone, left-handed. He over lefty.
LGBTQ probably whooped his ass by now.
I got the Knicks.
He probably got
Matter of fact, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. As much as I hate it pains me to say it, I got the Knicks winning the East, Milwaukee falling out because Dr. Coach and Philly choking without Embiid.
Boston.
Whoa.
Boston gonna
Hold
choke
on.
too.
So
Hold
New
on.
York gonna beat Boston.
So you don't
If
like
this
Doc?
year they can.
I got
You dissing Doc?
I
Are
got to
you
stick
dissing
on
Doc on
playoff
this
time.
show?
Carry on.
Yes. Yes.
I'll wait till they match up in playoffs, and we'll say them three letters we love to say.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do that. We can do that right now for the record, so we can come back on the show and say it.
Well,
Say the word.
Well, I can't get no bet out of being Lakers Knicks tonight, and I'm taking the Lakers.
Ooh. In the Garden?
They proved the other night it ain't no shoe in.
Hey, LeBron gonna play in the Garden.
LeBron gonna play tonight.
AD gonna probably play too.
Wasn't nothing wrong with him the other night. Now AD might not play.
I thought he got ankle soreness.
No wrong with it. LeBron gonna play tonight.
Say it again, Kev. Say it for the people in the back of the room. They didn't hear you.
LeBron is gonna play tonight.
Oh, they playing against.
No. Say what you said before that. Ain't
AD
nothing
might
wrong
not,
with
but
him.
LeBron gonna play.
Well,
Ain't nothing wrong with him.
They already said.
I said that. I told the money that.
They already said going on this road trip just because of how the schedule was that LeBron and AD was gonna be resting here and there. So it ain't.
Hey,
I didn't think they.
You can't wrestle for national TV games. I bet you the league ain't happy about that shit.
Fellas, Will Folks is on. Let's have a moment of peace for him.
Oh yeah, moment of silence for Will Folks.
Yeah,
his Baltimore Ravens.
Over the silence.
Amen.
Moment of silence, because all we heard all year about that dude, and that dude is right home with him.
Hey man, I don't like how they've been dogging Lamar though, man. I don't like how
I don't like it either, but y'all know Lamar was gonna get the heat. Y'all know they was gonna do it.
Let's get into it. If you don't know what we talking about out there, America, the Chiefs go into B Moore and beat the Ravens 17-10. Mahomes went for 241 yards, 1 TD. Pacheco, 68 yards, 1 TD. Kelsey, 11 receptions for 116 yards and a TD. Our man Lamar, 272 yards, 1 TD, interception, 54 yards on the ground. Flowers, 5 receptions, 115 yards, 1 TD, crucial touchdown fumble. Number 1 seed all year long. This was their year. Now, Lefty, you say you want people to lay off Lamar. Lamar get that smoke like that get that smoke.
Yeah.
Josh Allen should be getting that smoke. All these top QBs that they've been talking to and taunting all year long and all this need to get every bit of the smoke because, hey, I'm hard on Dak, but come on. Josh need to get that smoke.
I don't think
Lamar need to get that
Lamar didn't
smoke.
have a horrible game. I mean, it wasn't one of his best games, though.
He's the
I
head.
ain't gonna say he choked.
He the head of that ship. You get the smoke, bro.
Yeah, I get
They
it.
need to
If the
fire the
defense didn't
offensive
play
coordinator.
good,
How about that?
either way it goes, he gets the smoke just like everybody else.
No, you're right. I agree.
No, but Josh
That
Allen didn't
game
get the
plan
same
was
smoke. They
bad.
blamed everybody else. Hey, look here, man. They need to fire the offensive coordinator.
It's his first year.
So what? You ran the ball all year. You picked the AFC Championship to make Lamar a pocket passer.
And
You had the
Lamar
number
wanted
one
Greg
running
Roman
offense.
gone.
You chose not to
Lamar
run the
wanted
ball.
Greg Roman out. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Well, so
Well,
this
they
Lamar
don't have
fault,
nothing to do with
but he
what he
wasn't running
just
the
said,
plays
man.
he was told to run.
What are you
Is
talking about?
that what I'm hearing?
Who? No, Lamar. First of all, get a Chiefs defense credit.
No doubt.
They was on his ass like a cheap suit every time he dropped back.
No doubt. I got love for the Chiefs defense, no doubt.
Chiefs
but what I'm saying is,
I didn't know they were that good.
When that Lamar in the pocket shit wasn't working, right? You didn't go back to what got you there, which was running the ball. Whether it was the running backs running, Lamar taking off here and there, you didn't do that. You made that man pass, and the Chiefs was like, okay, he gonna pass, we're gonna tee off. So here come Chris Jones, here come the other dude coming from the
I
edge.
gotta stop you right there. I gotta stop you right there for one reason. You are right about the being in the pocket, but it was all the long ball. He could have went underneath, right across the middle, and they could have ate all day long. Me and Sly sat there at the bar at L's and watched it. He could have dumped it down, got yards after the catch, and been rolling. But he kept
You
going for
talking
the
about the
long
check
ball.
down?
Yeah, he could have hit the check downs all game long. That middle was wide open. But he chose to go for the long ball, trying to get the big plays.
So why didn't they run the ball though? Who
Is true.
Who told them don't run the ball?
Well, that first run play got stuffed so hard. I don't know.
So you saying fire the OC and put Lamar in another system? Ain't that the beef you had with Justin Field? Another system?
Yeah, I did.
That'll be 3.
That was a horribly called offensive game by the offensive coordinator.
You're right.
Neither Harbaugh should have stepped in like, hey, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like something should have happened, bro. Like at least getting into the second half. Hey, we got to change this up. This ain't working. We tried it. It ain't working. There was no adjustments all game.
You are right. Kev, you right on that. It was no adjustments at all. And this is no excuse, but the refereeing was trash. Oh my God.
Been trash all year. Shit.
Right.
Man, it was just trash. And they called it like, okay, they put this referee crew at this game where this referee crew calls more calls for the away team than the home team. They said it as soon as it was announced, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
I hope the refs don't play a role in the Super Bowl. That's all I can say.
And only thing I'm gonna say is this: the Lamar game plan. I agree with Cam. The game plan was absolutely trash. But Lamar should have stepped up like you should have. It's a big game. You should have ran that ball. You should have blew him off. You should have ran that ball sometimes, man. And like being said, the underneath was open all day. Mark Andrews was in the game. I don't think he caught a pass. Maybe one.
Yeah, he
wasn't no big factor.
Or the other tight end you was using all season. You didn't throw to none of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the
None
whole
whatsoever.
setup, the whole game plan was trash, but the defense failed them too. And just like, and you know, and that's the thing. And just like what my man said, number 11 for the Cowboys, we failed that because we gave up 40-some points. So we failed them too. So
But you can't say the Ravens
I mean,
defense failed. They held them to 17.
they held them to 17 points. But guess
They held them
what?
to 17.
Kelsey caught more third down passes and was open than anybody I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kelsey killed. I give him that. But when you only, as a defense, if you can hold a team under 20 in today's NFL, you got to win. The offense got to put up enough points to win that game. They held Mahomes and the Chiefs to 17 points.
Man.
So they bent, but they didn't break. They were bending, but they didn't really break. They were
the second half they shut them out, right? Or did they only give up 3 points?
Was it
They
3?
shut them out, only gave up 3 points.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah,
I think so.
Lefty, I gotta kind of go halfway BS on that. Throw the red flag because
you challenging
it was a one-man show from out the gate with Kelsey. Come on, man.
Yeah, but
this defense was supposed,
and they still held them to 17.
but they moved the chains and controlled the clock with Kelsey. One man.
But Pacheco was killing too.
And Pacheco was running them over like he was beast mode or something.
Right. So why didn't Baltimore counter and run the ball when they had the ball?
What killed Baltimore is they let a guy that caught the ball like he was in grammar school playing pee-wee. That pass that he threw, the old boy caught like this, like the little kids when they first learned how to catch footballs in pee-wee. They allowed that to happen. That was bad.
I mean, you had your Zay Flowers with some mistakes. I mean, it was some.
That fumble killed the momentum.
That fumble was huge. You know what I mean? That turned the game right there. But but to his defense, that was a great defensive play, man. Like he did what he was supposed to do. He was trying to reach for the goal line. That's what you're supposed to do when you dive.
Lamar just knocked out his hand. Lamar missed a lot of passes open. He missed a lot of receivers.
He did.
Trying to arm angle.
But some of that he should have took off, bro. Some of that he could have took off and made it 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10. Like a lot of that he could have took off, dog. Y'all say the middle was open. He could have hit the middle. Y'all say the check down.
Yeah,
he could have took off. He got those 5, 6, 7 yards.
It was a few times
he wasn't doing it.
A few times I thought he should have took off running.
Yeah, he wasn't doing it.
Oh, go ahead, Slam.
You know what just happened? Your whole argument last week. Now they're gonna drive Caleb.
I was gonna say
Lamar is the reason why.
It definitely has a Chicago effect because the narrative of running quarterbacks, the narrative of you can't win running quarterbacks, and that's the narrative right now.
Unless you Russell Wilson, who barely ran, unless he needed to.
Right. I say Wilson was more of a scrambler than a runner.
I'm not gonna say you can't win with a running quarterback. The offensive coordinator didn't let him run.
What's the last running quarterback?
And Lamar didn't overrule him and just take off. Lamar could have overruled him. Like, hey man, you know what? This ain't working. He could have overruled him and just took off. He didn't do it. So this ain't an indictment on running quarterbacks. Lamar just chose not to do it.
He was very indecisive, but that's what pressure do.
Yes.
That's what pressure. Now the OC should have been a counter for the pressure. I agree, should have ran the ball more to kind of get that pass rush off him a little bit. Because every time he dropped back, man, Chris Jones was in the backfield.
Was in there coming,
and it was coming from the middle.
Inez Riley, what's up? Thanks for tuning in.
That's the worst place pressure can come from is that middle, man. That disrupts everything.
But I give you that. He was indecisive. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, whose loss was more devastating, Baltimore or Dallas?
No. Put the Lions.
Baltimore.
Leave Dallas.
We ain't get to that game yet, Sly. We get to that.
Dallas loss wasn't devastating. They got their ass whooped. You can't be down 48-16 at home. That ain't devastating. That's an ass.
How you gonna keep the Lions game out?
No, you talking about
we ain't talked about that
though. But Dallas got to be worse. Like the Ravens lost to the defending Super Bowl champs. They lost to the defending Super Bowl champs. Dallas lost to a damn 8th seed, 7th, 8th seed, whatever they 8th seed.
But Dallas
they got
lost is
blown.
not devastating. That's not devastating. They got their ass whooped, bro. That's not devastating. They got ran over.
Right.
Yeah.
You should put Detroit loss up there if you're gonna say devastating. Hell, they was winning. They was winning.
Talking about going into the game, though. But I'm thinking about the narrative of the game. Yeah, Detroit blew it, but I get what he's saying. So a lower seed, you know, but they both lost to lower seeds. But Dallas lost to Jordan Love first time in the playoffs. 8th seed.
Dallas lost.
Killed them.
Dallas loss is not as bad as Baltimore's, and that's why you needed to. If you're gonna compare the two, you had to put the Lions had the lead and lost it. Dallas losing to them. What do you expect? Dallas, I mean, that's what Dallas do.
I don't expect Dallas to lose at home to the 8th seed.
I did.
If it was a close game, if it was a close game, you could say devastating. It was 48-16 in the third quarter.
That's devastating.
That's devastating that they got their heads whooped.
But Baltimore losing.
That's a definition, right, Lefty?
Running the table. Baltimore ran the table as the #1 seed all season.
Right. Everything was set up for them. That's devastating to lose at home.
And so did Dallas. I'm saying they both lost at home, but at least Baltimore got to the damn AFC Championship game.
But you're supposed to be in the chip and supposed to win it all. Everything was lined up for you.
Mr. I go for it regardless, right? Should be devastating to the team. Like you, hey man, look, I love Dan Campbell. I like his energy. His players play for him. I get it. That analytical, I go for it shit works all the way to the NFC Championship. You know what happens in the NFC Championship? You have to play the game to get to the Super Bowl. Just because you've been doing that all year, bruh, you're on the road. This is for the right to go to the Super Bowl. You take the points, you play the game, not what you've done all year.
So bro,
you got to play the game. You got to play the game for that game.
But
I get it. You did it all year. I get it.
That's what got them to the NFC Championship game.
Okay, but it wasn't called for that at that particular time and moment. You're on the road. The momentum is switching. You got to take the point. You're on the road. You got to keep the lead. Like you got to play the game for itself.
So since y'all jumped the gun, jumped the gun, let's tee this game up. Lions lose to the 49ers after dominating the first half, right?
Come on,
Purdy,
man.
267 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Whoever that is got to be a Bears fan, but go ahead.
Our game manager, right? McCaffrey, 20 carries, 90 yards, 2 TDs. Debo, 8 receptions, 89 yards. Lefty boy, Golf, 273 yards, 1 touchdown. Montgomery, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Laporte, the tight end, bad dude, 9 receptions, 97 yards. And like KDL said, Dan Campbell, poor decisions. Or is it that's how he coaches? That's how they got there. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Kev, keep it running.
What a Chargers coach went for it all the time. Where's he at right now? So you gotta play the game, bro. I get it. That's what got him there. Y'all can say that. That's cool. I'll accept it. But you have to play that particular game for the time and moment of that particular game. That was a bad call, bro. It was simply a bad call. He should have apologized to his team for that.
What up, sis? What up, Will God? But hey, I mean, we just talked about Baltimore OC and fired him. What about Ben Johnson, everyone's top head coaching candidate? He went away from the run in the second half. Lions was running the ball down their throat.
I agree with that.
Totally away from it.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. And I agree he did go away from it. I agree. Because the momentum switch. I agree. Here's the difference. At least his game plan was working. They just blew it. Baltimore's game plan ain't worked at all, and they made no adjustments. So I'm not going to blame Ben Johnson like I would Baltimore's offensive coordinator. Because at least Ben Johnson's plan was working. Baltimore's never worked.
Was and did is two different things. It was working. The fact is he should have stayed with it. He went totally away from it. So that, to me, that he didn't even need an adjustment. I don't know why all of a sudden they think Jared Superman Golf was going to lead the way. They
I
should
knew
have
you was
kept
gonna
giving
do
the
this.
ball. They could have
Yeah.
kept giving the ball to
knew you
He
was gonna
See,
do
there
this.
you go. This ain't
I
on
knew
golf.
it.
Don't do that,
I
man.
had to take a shot. Y'all
Hey,
let
Don't do
you
that,
know
man.
he's
let
going
it be.
to right?
Let me be great. Let it happen. Let it
Boy,
happen.
This ain't on
boy,
golf, man. Don't do
boy,
that.
Let
you
it
done threw
happen.
the man right under the bus.
You
Right.
damn
Hey,
right.
Don't do
listen.
that, man. This ain't on golf.
All of us got that one person that we take digs at. Lefty got golf. Sly, you got Steph. I got Doc Rivers. Kev, you got the Bears.
Just the whole team. The whole team.
Every
Hey,
chance we get, we take a dig.
hey, how's Steph doing anyway? That's neither here nor there. Hey, so what you talking about next, man?
Well, hey,
Man,
well,
it
lesson
reminds
be
me.
learned with Detroit. I'm glad both coordinators are coming back.
Yeah.
Riverboat Dan Campbell, play the game for what it is, bro. Going for it every single game just because that's what you do, lost you the damn game. Lesson learned.
Hey,
So,
man,
Kev, you saying Dan Campbell need to listen to analytics more and stop
Now,
going with
even
his
listening
gut?
to analytics, that's what got him where he at. All I'm saying is,
but the
I thought he was
analytics
going
for
said
the
from the
go
gut.
game,
for
for the
it.
game to go to the Super
Right,
Bowl,
and
for
the
the
analytics,
rights to
they were
go to
about
the Super Bowl.
85% on fourth down all year. So the analytics said go for it. Now one
But
of
bro,
He was going for his gut.
when I
Not
won't
D
say
Watt's
both
gut, but
of
his
them.
gut.
I won't say both, but that one
Wow.
field
what?
goal. Dang.
What?
Wait. What?
Hey man, we just kicked it last night, man. Shout out to DY, man.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Come
man,
on, man.
protect yourself at all times. That's the way it is, man.
But that one field goal, David should have took to stop the momentum.
Yes,
That Fran
that's
was
all I'm saying.
rolling, man. Like,
The momentum was changing, so
yeah,
you take the points.
it was changed by then. Like, you take the points and
So you
try to
take the
slow it
points.
down. Yeah. I forgot which one it was. They went it was like a 48-yard field goal or something. He passed up on.
He could have took the points,
Took the points, yeah.
and then before
At least
San
one of them.
Francisco to now come down and score another touchdown.
Right.
So, I got a question for the panel based on all the sports groups I'm in, social media, sports, radio, everything. This is the question. Where for this year, this season, where do you rank Brock Purdy amongst quarterbacks? Sly, I know you got some angry shiggity to say, so I'll let you start off first. Is he top 10? Top 5? Where you got him at?
I got him top 25. It's 32 teams.
Dang.
He
Wow.
25th.
Dang.
Fuck out of here. Brock Purdy, man, ain't in the top 10. He ain't in the top 15. Come on, man. Stop, man. You need to stop. You need to stop with this, man. You know, you always want to come out of here. Every year you come out with this BS, man, with these rankings of yours. I don't get it. Brock Purdy out of 32 teams is number 25. He just above Jalen. Justin. Who else is trash? My boy that came back off the bench for Cleveland.
Flacco?
The Jets quarterbacks, all of them.
Man.
Come on,
The
man.
Jets quarterback down there around 30.
Right. He just above them.
Yeah, he 34 out of 32.
He 34.
Damn.
Stop, man.
No,
You need to stop this, man.
I mean, I give him maybe top 15, 20. I wouldn't put him top 10.
20?
Eh,
Do y'all realize Brock
it's a lot
Purdy was in the
it's a
MVP
lot of trash
discussion this year?
quarterback play. A lot of trash quarterback play out there, Sly. So I ain't gonna put him down there with the Jets quarterbacks. Come on now.
He down there with that's the trash.
Shout out to Silk. Nah, I ain't gonna put him down there.
I
Man.
mean, that's the trash. I mean, even okay, so Ben, what about the Indianapolis quarterback that actually played his balls off? You ain't gonna give him no credit?
Minshew.
Oh, Minshew?
Pause.
Minshew had a good
Pause.
season too.
Pause.
You know?
Oh, Minshew.
Pause. You name Minshew and you say he played his balls off. Pause.
I mean, Purdy, you gotta put him in there like the mid tier, man. In the middle of the pack. I mean, I ain't gonna, I like if he
Come on.
I give him middle of the pack. I ain't gonna put him top 10. I mean,
Are y'all saying this because he was the last pick of the draft?
Name.
If he was
Okay.
a top
Brock,
5 draft pick, would you still be putting him down there?
Yes.
Yeah, he's still
Brock
good.
Purdy, the bottom line, man, Brock Purdy had a good year, right?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy is also surrounded by a lot of people that make him better.
Make it
Brock
look good.
Purdy does not make them better. And here's the
So
difference.
is Joe Burrow.
Josh Allen, here's the difference. And I'm not putting him on the level of Josh Allen. I'm just giving you an example. Josh Allen can have Stephon Diggs out, tight end out. Josh Allen will still throw touchdowns and win the game. If Debo is out, Kittle is out, his left tackle was out, Brock Purdy don't win the game.
No, he does not.
There's a difference. He's a good quarterback. I'm not disrespecting him. He's a good quarterback. But also MVP talk, he's the best player in the league. Stop it.
No,
He's
the
good.
The best
But
thing
he
that
ain't.
came out of Iowa State is Tyrese Halliburton, and that's his friend.
Damn.
Yeah, they boys. He be wearing his jersey. But look, Brock Purdy is good, dog. But all this old overhyped on Brock Purdy, like they gonna do it Super Bowl week. They gonna overhype him, compare his stats and all that. That man can't win a game by himself. Josh Allen can.
And I
Patrick
want to see
Mahomes
San
can.
Francisco win. But
So
just
I'm not,
because
and again, I'm not comparing him to them. All I'm saying is
a lot of quarterbacks.
those are quarterbacks that win the game on their own. Brock Purdy wins the game because of his weapons that's surrounded around him. That's all I'm saying.
It's about 80% of the league, though, kid. Like, you got to have your weapons. I mean, like
Josh Allen and Mahomes ain't have weapons. Right, they still win games.
You can't put them on that level.
I'm not putting them on that level.
I'm just saying he's not going to be that. But
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not putting him on the Mahomes and Josh Allen level. Hear me out. All I'm saying is I'm using those quarterbacks as examples of making it happen, regardless who's around him. Purdy is a dude that can only make it happen when his weapons are there. When his weapons ain't there, Purdy ain't shit.
You know what, man?
But when Josh Allen and Mahomes' weapons ain't there, they still win.
I'm throwing a red flag on that statement, Kev, because every quarterback going back to the history of time has somebody around him that he throws the ball to.
Give me
he can throw the ball and catch it himself.
Outside of Kelsey, can you name a Kansas City wide receiver?
Hold on, Kev.
Right.
Give me an Indianapolis wide receiver. Tell me right now off the top of your head, and they made the playoffs.
Who, ain't Michael Pittman over there?
He was hurt, but yes, Pittman there. So let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. They made the playoffs, and JT was hurt, missed games, and didn't even play that good. Brock Purdy ain't even better than him. So stop.
Talking about Minshew?
Come on, man.
Stop.
Come on,
he ain't better than Minshew?
No. Stop. Minshew would have led that same damn team.
Come on.
The 49ers set up, they just plug a quarterback in. Y'all know that.
So you telling me Purdy would have went down, Sam Darnold could have came in and led that comeback?
Yep.
You a lie, and
no, I do think he's better than Sam Darnold. I do think he's better than Sam Darnold.
I don't.
Yeah, but you said you could put anybody in there and they'll still win.
Well, that's what they've been doing. That's basically what they've been doing.
Kirk Cousins made three.
So you could put Tyrod Taylor there, and he would take them to the chip.
He better than Trey Lance. He better than Trey Lance.
Made plenty of money off his offensive coordinator, who is now the coach of the San Francisco 49ers.
So you trying to tell me you could put Mitch Trubisky there, and they going to the championship?
Yeah.
No, we're not saying that at all.
No, Sly saying you can plug anybody there. You can plug anybody there.
That's
what I'm saying is the 49ers have basically plugged the quarterback in. Hold on, this is what I'm saying. Now y'all agree or disagree. The 49ers over the last 5 years has basically plugged a quarterback in. You can say Garoppolo. They tried it with Trey Lance. Trey Lance got hurt. Along comes Brock Purdy. All they've done is plug a quarterback in. But y'all saying they ain't doing that. They are doing that.
Jimmy Garoppolo
now,
was solid.
Brock Purdy had a good year, but when his weapons wasn't there, Brock Purdy wasn't that good.
He's going to lose to the same guy that they lost to the last time. Period. Point blank. Thanks for coming out. God bless. and good night.
4,183 yards this season versus 4,280 yards this season. One of them is Brock Purdy. One of them is Pat Mahomes.
One of them has Debo Samuel, Kittle, and Ayuk. One of them has Travis Kelce all by himself. So let's not do that, dog. I know what you're doing, Ben. I ain't gonna let you do it. You think if Patrick Mahomes had the wide receivers like Debo and Ayuk and Kittle and all that, guess what Patrick Mahomes' numbers would be?
And he'd be 5,000 yards and there'd be 6.
So I ain't gonna let you do that, Ben. I ain't gonna let you do that.
Y'all gotta stop this, man. Y'all gotta stop this.
You comparing them.
No, y'all gotta stop this.
I'm not putting them on Mahomes and Mahomes level, man. Mahomes.
Well, stop reading me stats like he is Mahomes.
Man, wide receivers can't catch a cold, and he threw for 4,000 yards.
Right, and Travis Kelce was limping around with one leg all year.
But let's not act like the Chiefs' defense wasn't the shit.
What they got to do with the
San Francisco too?
I'm saying.
Kansas City
lost. And we gonna do that.
It wasn't like it ain't like KC was ain't like Mahomes was running off 35 points a game and no shit. Come on,
he threw for 4. These wide receivers could catch the ball, but give my Ayuk though.
They couldn't catch the ball.
They had the most drops.
Rashee Rice, 79 receptions, 938 yards. He almost dropped 1,000. So how can you say he's not catching the ball? He got 938 yards.
Could we go by Debo and all them stats? Ayuk, can we do that?
No, can we go by Kelce had the case of the drops too? Because he couldn't be too busy in commercials. What are you talking about?
Hey, you leave Travis Swift alone.
Oh, wow.
Don't get mad at this old lady. So y'all gonna stop doing this, man. I do get an old lady. He got Swift. Russell got Sierra. You know what I mean? Y'all leave, hey man, this they old ladies, dog. Leave them alone.
I'm a hate.
Let that man live.
Hey, they ain't talking about
Hold on.
about Rihanna's
Debo
old man.
only had 892 yards on the season.
Yeah, because guess who else is on this team?
Now that team goes Christian McCaffrey.
Talking about.
We all know.
Kittle had just over 1,000.
I left McCaffrey out. Did you notice I didn't mention McCaffrey? I left him out.
They go as
I ain't even got to.
Ayuk, he had 1,300. McCaffrey, 1,400. Yes.
Right.
They ballers.
Hey, Ben, that helps a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
If you Brock Purdy, you're gonna look good.
You don't have the same energy for Joe Burrow, and he got one of the most dynamic offenses in the game.
No, he does
but
not.
y'all don't say, he's this good because of them.
He does not. No, he does not. And stop trying to don't ever put Joe Burrow in the same category. His offense with that one.
You don't even like Joe Burrow because he left Ohio State. So stop.
No, but you trying to say his running back ain't nowhere near as good, and he got Jamar Chase, he the best thing. He better than any wide receiver they got, but that's it.
What about T. Higgins?
T. Higgins, come on.
T. Higgins ain't even better than Ayuk. So stop.
Yeah,
boy.
The Bears should be after T. Higgins, but y'all don't want to pay him.
For what? It's a strong wide receiver draft. Why would you go spend a ton of money on a receiver? It's a great wide receiver draft.
But you got money.
Chicago Bears and the New York Giants will they play again next year?
No, they don't play next year.
No, they missed out.
They played each other 5 straight. They had to give a couple years break.
Because Washington came in last. No, Washington.
Later, y'all played 5 straight years. Hell.
Who came in last place? Was it Washington?
Washington.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
The old Commanders.
Y'all gonna have to.
You know what?
Y'all gotta lay off Purdy, man.
I was waiting for you to have this.
I like him, man. I ain't disrespecting him, but y'all put him on a level he ain't on, man. Y'all need to stop that, man. Don't run me no stat. Don't do that.
Put him top 5 and nothing like that. He a mid-tier quarterback to me.
Yeah, but he ain't down there with the Jets.
Zach Wilson.
QB system. Come on, man. That's disrespectful, Slide. You should be slapped. Matter of fact, turn around and run into that wall until you can't no more.
I said he down there with Justin Fields. I put him down
till
there.
He can't no more.
Damn.
Man, that's what's
I didn't
wrong,
say
man.
Atlanta quarterbacks. which he barely better than them.
All right.
The quarterback situation.
I saw this question in one of the groups. Who is the top QB, wide receiver, tight end duo in history? Sly.
In history?
For me,
In history. Now, I'll throw out some combos for you. Just for shit.
You said
just for
tight end,
shits and
wide
gigs.
receiver, and quarterback?
Well, if it's not a wide receiver, it's a tight end. They get one and the same.
So the best.
Ain't nobody better than Montana and Rice. What is even we talking about?
With it, but.
Hey.
Yeah, I would have said that.
That is not what was coming up in this group. And I mean, I couldn't believe it. You know, you had people talking about Brady and Gronk. No. You had even in their long season, people was talking about Kurt and Larry Fitzgerald. No. You know, Mahomes and Kelsey kept coming up. No. Marino to Clayton.
I was gonna say Marino to Duper, but you could do Marino and Clayton. That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, both of them. You got A-Rod to Adams, Montana to Rice. You got Steve Young to Rice. I mean, shit.
Dude, stop. Montana to Rice.
I'm asking you, Sly, who you putting number one?
I got Montana and Rice without fail. Rice on all the wide receiving records. So I ain't getting nobody else to go with. With them two.
Well, Rice has done it with multiple quarterbacks. If you put him with Steve Young and Montana, he is just insanely.
Super Bowls with Montana though, so that's why.
The world lives in the now, so they're gonna say Kelsey and Mahomes more than likely.
Never.
But we've been watching football a long time. We're gonna say Montana and Rice.
Yeah,
without fail.
Mahomes and Kelsey probably today, yeah, but not over all time.
Who you got all time, Lefty?
I'm with Sly, man. Montana Rice. I ain't seen no combo.
I mean, you gotta be nuts.
I ain't seen that combo.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger, man. This is what I saw this one in one and I said, wow. And I mean, going in.
You can even take a step back to the Purdy conversation. Let's not act like Montana hasn't had dogs with him, too. Rice, Taylor, Roger Craig, Dwight Clark. He had dogs, too.
He did.
But we would never fix our lips to say that about Montana.
No, you can't say that about Joe because Rice was dropping balls before Joe. He was dropping passes. They almost cut him. So
that's a good one. Manning and Harrison.
Manning and Harrison, yeah, that was a dangerous one.
That's a good one.
And they did it for a long time.
Manning and Marvin Harrison, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. They might be number two.
Damn.
And wait a minute, it's one you forgot because don't be disrespectful. Because Megatron wouldn't be in the league without you know who. So then he wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. So I ain't hear you say them two one time.
Yeah.
They had to go around. But you know what? Some runs were longer than others. Like Aaron Rodgers and Dante Adams, they weren't together long enough for you to say, you know what I mean? They weren't together. Like Montana and Rice had a run with rings to show for it. Like a lot of them had in Mahomes and Kelsey, they got rings.
Stafford put on a clinic.
Stafford did. Stafford put up a lot of yards. Stafford, got Megatron, but a lot of them. See, I don't know how we're gonna break it down. Are we breaking down who won Super Bowls together, the longest tenure together? Like how will you break that down? That's a good one. That Peyton and Harrison, that's good.
Yeah.
Montana and Rice is 4-0 in the Super Bowl. I'm done talking about it.
Okay, so you putting it at you putting rings with it.
The only
Super
Bowl Jerry Rice lost is to the Raiders when he was with the Raiders in 2000.
Well, of course.
Yeah, the Raiders raid.
Man, be cool, bro. Be cool.
It's neither here nor there.
You with the Raiders?
I'm with Cam. There's so many different ways to look at it, I guess, because is it Super Bowls? But even though because Marvin Harrison got one, right? With one against the Bears, right?
They got one. Yeah.
And Peyton only got one.
Peyton got two.
No, I'm talking about him and Harrison though. Marvin Harrison, Peyton Manning together only got one. So
So how do you? It's tough to break it down. We could just say some of the best because you can't break it down because that's unfair. Because Montana and Rice they never lost them. You know what I mean? So that's that ain't fair.
Okay.
They got
All
nobody.
right.
Statistic
Well,
wise, it's going to end up being
this was a
Mahomes and
question
Kelsey,
that
though,
was just
especially
out
if they
there,
bring him.
man. So I figured that you all would have a field day with this one because if you would have, I was looking at some of the comments and all these new age, and these, I was just like, how are you putting all these? You forgot about the past because without them, it wouldn't be no
Well, when I didn't hear Megatron and
Mahomes.
Stafford, I knew they didn't know what they was talking about. Because, I mean, you could go further back than that. You only want to talk about the Steelers or the Dallas back in the day. Man, please.
Yeah, but let's not be the old heads that just blow off today's players, man.
Yeah, I get that.
Mahomes and Kelsey they may be top 5, man. Like they up there. Like they good.
Or if that's the case, you want to go, but Jerry, but Brady made Welker good. He made what's the name good. Brady threw to everybody.
Brady and Gronk is up there too, though.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had won 2 different teams, a chip.
Yeah.
What they won like 5 together? Because Brady got 7. I think Gronk won there for 2 of them.
4 or 5.
Yeah, Gronk won that whole.
Yeah,
New England ride.
Gronk together they got
4 or
4.
5. Because remember he came in with Killer Hernandez.
All right, I gotta go. Hey man, thanks for coming out. I gotta go.
You talking about the dude that left practice and went directly to his gang meeting?
Right. Yeah,
man, how you got balloons floating in your?
Man, I don't know.
That's what was cute.
But you having a kid party?
Dude, I don't know. There must be something.
He gonna get arrested as soon as he come out the job.
He over there making balloon animals.
Hey man, well, I don't know if y'all coming out tonight.
What you gonna do next? Blow bubbles?
What's the name? But I'll be there tonight.
All right.
I'm going to watch North Carolina at 5:31, man.
Let's get into it.
You know what? They at the crib. They'll win tonight. I ain't gonna even hate. They'll win tonight.
Hey, keep Carolina out your mouth, Kevo.
No, they'll win tonight. They at the crib. They win tonight.
Now.
No, Duke, they win tonight. That's 3 straight in Chapel Hill. There ain't no guarantee.
You do understand.
Hubert Davis better win this game.
That this is the greatest college rivalry that we know of.
One of the greatest sports rivalries. So.
Basketball wise, yes.
Oh, we gonna take it over into the sports range?
It's one of the greatest sports rivalries. Yeah.
It ain't number 1.
Football, you do not take.
1.
You don't top Michigan and Ohio State. Stop it.
Right.
Slow down. Stop, Kev.
Bro, you don't.
Stop.
In basketball, hands down, no doubt.
This is the greatest rivalry known.
Not
UNC
over Michigan,
leads the series 143 to 117, bro. They've been playing for eternity.
That's why I say basketball, hands down, bro. No doubt.
College period. College period, man. I get it. Michigan,
not over Michigan, Ohio State, dog.
It's number 2 in college.
Nah, Duke, Carolina.
It's number 2 in college, Kev. Ain't no way. Like that little boy on social media, a bullshit. Bullshit.
Road, baby, right? 6 miles.
I'm not saying it's not huge. Obviously, it's huge. That Michigan Ohio State is huge too, dog.
No, it's big, but you talking about Duke, Carolina, in-state rivalries, right down the road from each other.
Right down the road.
Multiple national championships, NBA players. And come on, man, like that rivalry is ain't nothing better. I'm sorry.
It's sick. It's sick.
Ain't nothing better.
College game day was the first time that Coach K and Roy ever sat down and had a conversation about basketball, bro. That shit was classic this morning.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, I missed
this morning, bro. So you didn't see it.
No, I was asleep. I didn't hear no that. But I missed the times of Rasheed Wallace, Stackhouse, Vince Carter.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Those Duke teams. Like they was all NBA players going at both sides.
Yeah. And
Antoine Jameson, Donald Williams, I can go down the line.
But
Duke had the Battiers and the Boozers, Jay Williams. Bro, they was all NBA players going at
Hurley, Bobby Hurley. I mean, man, these been some like knockdown. You know, this is circled on their calendar every year.
Oh, easy.
And it's rarely a blowout. The games usually come down to the wire, man. It's some of the best.
There's always some crazy shit happen.
Yeah.
And if you look at Cameron or the arena's been sold out for weeks for this game. It's standing room only in there.
Oh,
if your name ain't Michael Jordan, you just can't walk up in there.
Right.
To Carolina.
Grant Hill can walk through the door.
Grant Hill can walk through the door. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Leighton
and Duke.
Leighton and them, they can walk right in Carolina and get a seat.
Because they respect the rivalry. The rivalry, come on, man. 143 to 117. You know how many games that is? Them battling like this, man.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's not huge.
The energy for those games is something like I've never seen in sports. Don't get me wrong, Michigan Ohio State is hyped. It's a great rivalry, but
it's number two.
It's damn near, man. When they in Cameron, you damn near can feel the flow shaking at home. Like that's just rocking.
For the record, I would have loved to play in Cameron. That ain't nothing like it, bro. The crowd is right there with you, right up on you.
It's
like
right
you say,
up on you, man.
I would have loved to play there. Yeah. Loved it.
And you know, we all played. Those are the games that you want to play in.
Yes.
Where it's a madhouse. It's right up on you. You know,
feel it rocking.
You know it when you get hit with the cane.
I would have loved
that. When the old lady hits you with the cane, dude. You know how it is when they right up on top of you.
I should have pressed charge. I should have pressed charge. I don't lady on. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think of what games did we? Our games with Leo were like that. Like
well, Thornton Ridge is like that.
Yeah,
it ain't now because we basically beat Thornton Ridge by 50 every time we play them now. But back in the day, in the 80s, Thornton Ridge used to be like that.
Hey, kid, regardless, that's a packed house. No matter how good each team is, that's a rivalry, dude. It's always going to be a packed house for that.
Do you know the Thornton Ridge rivalry is still exists, but Thornton Ridge is so bad. Shout out to all my Thornton Ridge people, but they're terrible right now. It ain't the same intensity. Like I remember when Tracy Webster and Townsend Orr used to go at it. Like, it's a show. Everybody that the gyms are packed, whether it's at Thornton Ridge or Thornton, is packed. It's a show, and it's a rivalry. Like you wore your jersey all day for that game. Like it was a rivalry.
Those are the games you used to book for a homecoming and things like that. But I don't know, man. Something about that Duke Carolina though, man. Like especially when it's in Cameron, like you ain't even got to be hyped yourself. You just get hyped. Like you just in it. Like you feel it. Man, you feel energy through the TV, man. It's crazy.
Hey, listen. When we played Leo at Leo, the crowd it was just the crowd was amazing. Even though I'd say 30% of the crowd was there to jump on Lefty.
Good point. A lot of my buddies.
30% of the crowd was there to jump Lefty.
We cool now.
Hey, Kev, 30. All right, 30.2. 30.2 was there to get left.
That's about accurate. It's pretty rough. Hey, man. I have a clean pass, man. But nah. yeah, definitely.
But Kev, you hit it on the point, man. Some of the players that you named from both squads, dude, what these two schools put into the league, man, is ridiculous.
Now if you want to make that argument, okay. Yeah. I'll stand down on that.
You was in front of that TV when them two schools played because of the players that was there.
I ain't never watched it.
Yeah, the player matchups were crazy.
Amazing. Crazy. And you could hate him all you want, but Kristen Leitner got buckets in college. And everybody wanted to see him lose. So you tuned in to watch these big games like this. And dude always he showed up.
I respected Kristen Leitner's game. I never hated on this game. I just think when he stepped on dude at Kentucky back in the day, he should have got his ass whooped. That's my only
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
He
But
Draymond Greened it.
yeah, he
He
Draymond
was
Green
he
dude,
was
man, walked off,
Draymond
and that was
before
mash burning them.
Draymond.
Ain't do nothing.
Draymond before Draymond.
And that was
But yeah,
mash burning them team, man. Well, right off, ain't do
I
nothing.
tell you,
Hey,
I
on
used
the
to hate.
hey, Lefty, on the side note, did you see Draymond got a car commercial out with his daughter? They trying to rebuild his whole image like crazy.
Rich Paul working, huh? He putting Rich Paul to work.
It worked.
He
He getting Rich Paul.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they try not to break. They still debating on breaking that thing up. Talking about they've been talking to Steph.
Steph ain't gonna do it. Golden State ain't gonna do it till the summer. Steph gonna let this year ride out, have it play out, and then in the summer.
And Steph not gonna be the bad guy. So
yeah, he don't want to be the bad. Them is guys.
Right.
He don't want to do that.
The bad guy.
So the organization, which is why Bob Myers left, because Bob Myers didn't want to do it. The organization is just gonna have to do it for him, because Steph ain't gonna never approve of it.
So don't nobody want to get crossed.
So Golden State got to put it, hey man, it's business.
Do y'all think that they trying to put it on Steph?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. This being leaked. So no, we talking to Steph about it, and we want his sign off on it. That means you trying to put it on him and throw him under the bus as the person that broke up their nucleus.
But
that's shady.
The thing is, though, Steph can take it though, because he's so loved out there. Like, even if he did say okay, I mean, the fans may hate it for.
They're not gonna blame Steph.
They love him. They love Steph, man. But that's why they want to put it on Steph. Saying we talking to Steph. Like, I'm with Kev. You know, Steph ain't gonna be like, yeah, trade Clay.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
He ain't gonna tell it.
In the words of Colin Cowherd, stuff only leaks when they want it out.
Right.
So why they come out that they talking to Steph?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they either about to do it or yeah.
Steph ain't gonna make the decision. The organization just gonna have to put it. This is business. The organization just gonna have to come out like that. Dunleavy, whoever the hell.
And you got to look at it. Clay gonna probably walk free agency more than likely. So that's the beginning of it right there. Wiggins, I don't know what type of trade value he has right now, but he had a
none.
Draymond.
Well, you know,
Draymond is suspension.
Clay always want to go play where his daddy was at. Clay want to play where his daddy played. He's come out and said that before.
Yeah, but he ain't got nothing left in him, dog. Like, we don't need that. Now, if it was back a couple years ago, Clay, I would have took him.
Now you can use his shooting, but probably off the bench. I mean, Lakers could definitely use his shooting. Now he can still.
You can use his shooting, but he ain't the same Clay no more.
He not the two-way Clay from the when they were winning titles like that. He's not that anymore. But I mean, yeah, and that's the hard thing with any dynasty, though. Just like when New England moved on from Brady, when the Bulls did it, it's always a hard call, and nobody.
It never ends well, dog.
And nobody
wants to make that call. Nobody want to be the person known as the person that broke up.
Don't nobody want to be Jerry Cross. Nobody.
That's why Bob Myers got off the ship.
Right. Don't nobody.
He knew it was coming. He didn't want to be the dude to do it.
Don't nobody want to be the villain to the point where the man dead and they booing his widow.
But that was just disrespectful. That was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. That's the type of backlash you look at sometimes when you do that, when you make moves like this. But like Belichick took the heat for the Brady thing. You know what I'm saying? He took it.
He did.
Yeah, Belichick took it.
Hey, he took it well. He took it like a champ.
Yeah. Belichick don't care. You don't care about who like him.
That's true. That's why he ate them punches easily.
Yeah, Belichick done got rid of a lot of people. He'll and was trying to get rid of Brady.
Belichick ate them punches like Buster Douglas did when Tyson was wailing on him and he wouldn't go down.
If y'all remember, Belichick wanted Garoppolo. Kraft overruled.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Belichick was trying to move on from Brady for about 3 years.
Yeah. So Belichick don't give a damn.
I think longer than that.
Yeah.
Because Garoppolo been gone for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, he been gone for a minute.
But in that same time span, they won some chips. So
right. I mean, they got another one, but that was always the Belichick way. Like when guys start hitting a certain age or what, you try to bring in the youth to kind of keep the rotation going.
Let them ride.
It didn't work out because clearly since Garoppolo, they got rid of Garoppolo and Brady, Patriots been struggling at QB. So, I mean, he wanted. It looks like he wanted that transition from Garoppolo into Brady, but they had to move. They had to trade Garoppolo because it wasn't happening.
Well, Brady was still doing his thing, so it's just like, nah, we're not giving up on this
Yeah, he
early,
was still winning.
Bill.
But the same way Aaron Rodgers didn't want to move on from Jordan, step out the way for Jordan Love either.
Well, he was winning the conference, but that's about it.
And he was still getting MVPs.
Right.
Now,
And
if you remember, Brett Favre ain't want to move, and Brett Favre they had to push him out the door.
Favre didn't want to go either.
Yeah, they had to push him out the door. And A-Rod started getting reckless at the mouth and all on Jeopardy and Pat Mack's show. He started getting reckless at the mouth, and they like, all right, it's time for you to go.
I mean, look, all good things come to an end, man. It is what it is. Like dynasties don't last forever. It's just, and Golden State run is over. It's good and done. It's a punk ass move to put it on stuff like that.
It is, and to make it public.
That's a punk ass move. Like,
You make the damn call. You the GM. Make the call. Now the players are not going to be happy about it, right? But you make the call.
Well, the younger players like Kuminga will. Kuminga be happy. He get some minutes.
Well, he won Kirk.
Well, right.
But you got to remember, Steve Kerr's contract is up after this.
They say Kirk.
This is last year on the contract.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying shit, and they have not given him an extension. So Steve Kerr can literally walk off too.
And I don't think he's asked for one either.
It's probably already in the works.
Remember, he had some health issues.
Yeah,
bro, this whole thing could be just like the Bulls. Steve Kerr walk off, and the players just start rolling. Clay gone. Mm-hmm. Now you stuck with Steph and Draymond and a bunch of young cats.
Yeah,
like this whole thing can be in shambles. They have not given Steve Kerr an extension. Everybody knows he's a free agent along with Clay. Like this whole thing could come to an end, which is why I don't think they're going to do anything at the trade deadline. I think they're going to let it ride out, and how the season ends, and you're going to see it break up.
Well, I mean, if a team in need of shooting, though, I would give them Clay just to get something for him, or just letting them walk for nothing.
True.
I agree.
Can use some shooting.
Regardless how painful it is for the fan base.
Yeah.
You got to look at it from a business standpoint. While you can still get something for them, you got to let it ride, regardless how painful it is.
Whatever it is, you try to, you hate to lose people like that for nothing. But like you said, I think Kerr being gone is already in the works. I think this is his last hurrah.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
they would have gave him an extension.
Right. So don't put it on Steph. Now that's your escape right there to say, hey, well, Kerr's gone. Let's just start over. Don't publicly, don't leak it that we talking to Steph that he got to okay it. Like that's a coward ass move.
Yeah.
That's a coward move.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that's a coward move.
That means your front office ain't got no nuts.
Right.
That's Dunleavy though. Dunleavy just got that.
Yeah, and
no excuse.
Myers jumped off the sinking ship too.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what was coming.
Yeah,
and he didn't want to be around for it. So it is what it is.
True. And look at Andy Reid with these rumors that this is it for him.
Yeah, I've been hearing those too.
You know what? If he wins, I can see it. Yeah. If he loses, I don't know if he walk away like that. And I still got Pat Mahomes. If he wins, that wouldn't shock me. If he wins,
you ride off on top.
Ride off on top, yeah.
And with all of Mahomes hype, I think also though, Reed wants to be mentioned with the Belichicks and people like that. He want to be mentioned. He get this Super Bowl. I think you could talk about him in that category now. But if he wins this one, that'll be the Michael Jordan with the hand up. Walking off this. That'd be that, man. That'd be dope.
With Byron Russell laying on the floor.
Talking about that on the push. Yeah, I said.
Hey.
There you go.
Hey.
On no damn push.
I said it.
That was a basketball move.
It was stupid to let the man go. How you let him go one-on-one? You let the man dribble the ball all the way up the court, hold the ball, dribble it for a minute, and then make his move. And you didn't get the ball out of his hand. Pippen had a bad back, standing over there wide open. Pippen didn't want to shoot the ball. He couldn't even jump. You should have made Scotty shoot that ball. You don't let this man go one. You don't let Michael Jordan go one-on-one for game. How does that work out?
Well, it was stupid, but that ain't got to do with the push. He pushed. Carry on.
Stop it. That motherfucker failed.
Just get into some my kind of town shit.
Hey, when Byron Russell walk into the barbershop, they be like, "Hey, Pat Gould," when he failed.
Oh, wow.
You ain't even on the show, man.
Wow.
Man, you throwing outside jabs, dog.
Hey, man.
Man, here to defend themselves, man.
Hey, man. I woke
Hey, man,
up.
can we take like a 2-minute or something like that, dog?
Hey, Sean, we got to pay some water bills.
Yeah, it was a long night.
Can you take us to commercial before Kev pass out?
My kind of time when we get back, man. Let's get in the shot.
Right.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Chi. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
There's some concerns here that Dad's a little too involved. Now, dads are very, very involved in high school and college quarterbacking. So that's just part of the new world we live in. But I still contend, you're going to think I'm nuts here. I do think it's possible that Washington trades up and Chicago allows Washington to trade up, because Caleb and his group do not want to go to Chicago. He's from the D.C. area. I think Dan Quinn is considered the big concern for Caleb Williams, and you have to admit this. Where you land matters. Chicago has never developed a star quarterback.
Strong statements. Lefty, you brought that out earlier. So let's talk about it, man. It pissed you off to the point that you wanted to give him a smoke fella finger. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it because that's a strong statement. And does it poison the water? You know, to get people, things that you hear always gonna stay in your mind, whether they're true or not. It's always gonna be in the back of your mind. So when they in that war room, is this going to poison the waters when the Bears, when I say they're thinking about who they're gonna select, if they're gonna trade Jay Fields, all of that. Let's go.
Who we going with? Me?
Yes, sir. You kicked it off. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely, man. The like Cowherd. I mean, clearly he doesn't like the Bears. He's very whenever I hear him speak on the Bears, he's always like pretty negative on everything. So I mean, he been shitting on Justin Fields for the last 2-3 years. So it's not surprising. My issue with him though, when you put something out there like this came, a little birdie told you, like you say, you poisoning the whole situation. Now we don't know what Poles is gonna do. We don't know if he's playing the leverage game. Nobody still really knows. Every insider claim they know what's happening. I don't think nobody knows. I don't even think Poles truly knows yet. He's probably weighing his options, doing his due diligence.
What's up,
on
Bird,
Caleb.
Sean,
doing his due diligence on Caleb and probably even on Drake May and other quarterbacks, as well as seeing, still looking back at Justin's progression and everything. So, I mean, especially when you have that type of audience, like for Cowherd to put it out there. Now he could have speculated. That's different when you speculate, but when you literally say, like you were told that he doesn't want to play there, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, it hurts. It does hurt. I mean, it's not like, I get it, because the Bears' history with quarterbacks isn't the best. I totally get it. And developing quarterbacks,
he didn't lie about that part.
Right, with developing quarterbacks, but you're also looking at a whole new regime. You're looking at a whole new regime. They just put together, according to everybody else, a hell of a offensive coaching staff. So, let's see where it's gonna go, man. Like all that, like, don't talk just to talk it. If you don't the Bears, just say you don't like the Bears or whatever. But that bullshit he put out there was ridiculous.
I think he misspoke. Go ahead.
The thing is, when you say the Bears haven't developed any quarterbacks,
right.
How many quarterbacks have we actually drafted and didn't trade for, sign for, that were already QBs in the league?
Yeah, the Bears have struggled. They've been trying to get the quarterback thing in order for a long time.
Yeah, and now ain't no denying that. Please don't make excuses for the Bears organization.
No,
They quarterbacks and Bears do not equal a match.
I'm not.
So he's right on that.
Look at the players that were drafted to play quarterback. It just ain't on the Bears. Were these the generational talents, and then we screwed them up? No.
It don't matter if they were generational talents. You drafted Justin Fields, and I keep telling y'all all year, which y'all disagree because y'all like Fields. You have done
Name me another one. Name me another quarterback we drafted.
Make that man better, and what happened? That's why you need to let him go.
Outside of Justin Fields, that was supposed to be that dude.
Quarterbacks?
Yeah,
y'all traded
Mitch
for Jay
was
Cutler.
never going to be that.
You talking about
Mitch was never going to be that dude.
Right, but you drafted him, you moved up to get him as if he was. So I'm going to leave Jay Cutler out because you traded for him. You drafted Cade McNown. You drafted, I'm going by quarterbacks you drafted.
Rex Grossman.
Was he going to be that dude?
You drafted Rex Grossman.
Bad draft choice.
Okay, but I'm just saying, these are the quarterbacks the Bears have drafted, and you did nothing with them.
What up, Phil?
Who's right on.
No, they weren't that good either. I mean, let's just face it. It is what it is. I mean,
but you drafted them high. Like, you literally moved up to get Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, one slot. Yeah, they got duped.
Okay.
But Mitch was the top
fleeced
rated quarterback in that draft. Him and Deshaun Watson were right, or the top rated. Like, you can go back and look at that offseason. Look at the combine, the draft card. Trubisky was projected to, but it just turned out. And I think they tried with bringing in Nagy and his system. The thing is, they don't, they try these first timers, and you come to find out that they really suck at it. Nagy wasn't a good head coach. Luke Getsy, who worked with Aaron Rodgers, I think the effort's been there. Just turns out he's not a good play caller. So, but I think I like what they just did now with looking at what they put together now. Every position coach, the coordinator, they all have experience at that. There's no first timers. All these guys are experienced in what they got hired for. So that should help. But I think to bank it off the history, just to say, oh, don't go there because they'll never do it. Just look at what they're doing right now. Like, look at that staff they put together.
But that ain't went into fruition yet. You have to base it on the history because the staff you putting in together right now ain't coached one down.
Right, but
have to base it on.
But they've all had success at doing the job that they're hired for. They aren't first timers.
Right.
Like,
but what I'm saying is you have nothing else to go on but the damn history.
No, you got.
We don't know what these guys are going to do. Yeah, they better coaches.
Yeah, but you still got to look at the now. Look at some of these the players. If you want to go history, look at some of the players that these coaches have coached and worked with. So Shane Waldron, great hire. He was the top offensive coordinator out there. That's a good hire. The wide receivers coach. I mean, everybody, the whole staff, man. So
that's going into this year, dog. That's going into this year.
But I'm saying, but if you're saying, but don't go say Caleb Williams don't want to go there because they don't have a history of developing quarterbacks. When you look at the staff they put together now, but look at the staff they put together now.
That's not they ain't coach yet, bro.
If you want to go history, look at the history of that staff.
What you're talking about, the staff is going into this fall. They have not coached in Chicago yet. So we have to go off right now backwards. We can't go right now forwards because these guys are just coming in. Are they better coaches? Yes. They haven't coached yet. So we have to judge right now going backwards. That's all we've seen. Now, if these guys come in who are better coaches, I agree. They're better coaches at their individual positions. And the Bears become better. Cool. We can judge that. We can't judge that yet. We got to judge on what we've seen. We got to judge right now Justin Fields. Bears ain't did nothing with that man to develop him as far as a quarterback. So you got to admit that.
Numbers have improved every year.
But sure.
The numbers.
Yeah, did you drink a Red Bull during that water break? Because you got all this energy to talk about the Bears, boy.
No, I'm just saying, man. Let's keep it real. I know y'all don't want to hear it, especially for
me. Lefty, he all charged up now.
But nah, man, yeah, pay a water bill. But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, dog. Chicago has that history and has that thing stuck on them. Quarterback hell. It's just there, dog. Like, until you do anything to remove it, you just got to eat that.
Just like Muhammad said, that's where receivers come to die all that year. But
he did.
But we still end up with the Brandon Marshalls and the DJ Moores and people like that. So it's not like you can put that out there, that narrative out there, but I think you still have to look at what's going on in the present day. And what's going on in the present day is they're assembling a hell of an offensive staff. And if I'm a draft prospect or well, I would definitely be looking at Chicago, especially with the way that defense is looking right now, and it can only get better with all the assets they got available, the draft capital, the money, the free agent money. I mean, that's what you base it off of. I'm not going to base it off what they didn't do with Mitch Trubisky and Rex Grossman. I ain't basing it off that. That's a silly narrative to keep putting that out there. Like, well, nobody gonna want to come play there because they didn't develop Rex Grossman and they didn't do nothing with this guy. Now, come on, man. That was 3 GMs ago. 3 GMs, 5 coaches ago. Come on now.
I'll say it for you.
All I know, I watched.
GFY.
All I'm saying is, I watched Jordan Love play against Justin Fields. One looked a hell of a lot better than the other. One has been in the league longer. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Jordan Love.
So, Y'all can take that for what it is.
Jordan Love has been in the league longer. I'll give you that.
Y'all take that for what it is. But all I'm saying is, I watched two young guys. One looked developed, one did not. All I'm saying. Carry on though.
So you putting Justin in the trash bag, huh?
No, I'm not saying he's trash. I'm not gonna say he's trash because y'all know damn well he's gonna go somewhere else and clown. Y'all know that. So I'm not saying he's trash. What I'm saying is he hasn't been developed like he should have been over the past couple years. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Y'all can hate me for it. That's cool.
No, I mean you entitled. You're entitled to your opinion. I think that it was the expectations of what everybody's looking at what Justin did at Ohio State, and I get it. But even when he was drafted, Nagy felt like he needed a year to sit, right? Unforeseen circumstances.
Well, they threw the man in there.
Dalton got hurt. Andy Dalton got hurt.
Yeah, he threw the man in there,
and he threw Fields out there, and then and also it was I think the whole situation was bad because Nagy knew he was on his way out, so he really didn't care at the last season. He didn't care because he knew he was on his way out the door. So and then you had the first year with Eberflus and Poles where they would toe down the defense, and they went the whole tanking the season. So Justin was a part of that. I see that the situation hasn't been great, but now you're looking at going forward. I'm still looking at going forward. Justin is in a situation, even if he stays, he gonna have a hell of a staff. He's gonna have more weapons. The jump will be this year, not last year, like everybody was expecting. Everybody expecting the Jalen Hurts jump, and it didn't happen.
Right. So what if it don't happen this year? Then what?
Then it's on Justin. At some point, you got to look in the mirror. You can't keep looking at all the coaches.
Right. Now, here's the thing. I was talking about development, right? And that's coming from a coaching standpoint.
Right.
I'm not absolving Justin because he has to get better his damn self. Like stop holding the ball, read the defense quick, get all that. That's on him. He has to do that as a player. No doubt. I'm not absolving him whatsoever. All I'm saying is the Bears have never been known as an organization that has the top offensive coaches, offensive coordinators, quarterback coaches, or whatever, to make their quarterbacks better. They've never done that. It's always been about defense, monsters of the Midway. That's the Bears. That just is what it is. You can't escape that narrative.
I mean, you got some instances though. They brought in Mike Marks for Jay Cutler.
They got him killed.
Marks was still.
They got him killed.
But he was one of the top OCs. He was one of the top
Anytime you cuss your offensive coordinator out during the game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And
that's always gonna go down as classic, kid.
But I always say,
you.
But it's the effort. Like you try to bring in. They brought in Bates for Cull. They tried to bring different people in. They just never built the line. I put that more on Jerry Angelo, and anybody. But I mean, I think the effort's been. I think the effort was there with bringing in Getsy for Fields. Like I said, I think he can. Like he's probably good with technique and stuff like that. He just can't call plays. He's just a horrible play caller. But that don't mean he can't work. He can't work with a quarterback. You brought in someone who worked with Aaron Rodgers. Not saying Aaron Rodgers was good because of Getsy, but
a dude in New York worked with Aaron Rodgers. How did that work out with Wilson?
He's a terrible head coach.
No, but he worked with Aaron Rodgers.
But Wilson was terrible from when he walked over to the podium on draft day.
I ain't gonna
but all I'm saying is Aaron Rodgers got hurt. The offensive coordinator had worked with Aaron Rodgers. He had an entire year with Wilson. It was a disaster. All I'm saying. So we can't based on who guys work with that they're gonna be good.
Facts.
All I'm saying.
Facts. But you can flip side and say their systems work. The people that we got hired on staff now, their systems work. It's not the fact of who they had in the system, it's their system.
They all coming from different paths, though. The quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, they all coming from different things.
And you putting this all together to make one dynamic offensive system. I mean, you know. But I normally don't agree with you when we talking Bears talk, Kev. So
I
take
know
this
you hate
one,
to do it.
write it
I know
down.
you hate to do it.
It's wait and see. It's wait and see. I'll give
I
you
know y'all
that.
hate to do it, dog.
I just
Y'all
don't
agree
like the fact
wholeheartedly
that
when
the
you talk
Red
about the
Bull
Giants.
kicked in.
But when we
I
talk
don't
about
like
the
the fact
Bears,
that the
y'all
Red
don't agree.
Bull kicked in right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, the league is going to change next year. And when I say the league is going to change, all the teams that were top dogs and all that and lost their defensive coordinators, their offensive coordinators, Seattle is going to change because they just picked up Arthur Smith. That was head coach of the Falcons, and that was it was trash there. But now he's the OC of Steelers. You got Dallas. They losing Dan Quinn on defense because he with the Commanders. You know, you got the Ravens.
They tried to bring
Mike
in Ron
McDonald.
Rivera, by the way.
Mike McDonald gone. So these teams, and you know how it is when you lose your DC, OC, things change. A la Buffalo Bills. When Dable left,
A la Philly.
big change. Philly as well. You know, so it's going to be some changes now that these DCs and OCs are flying across the country, you know, setting up shop in other teams. So the league gonna be different next year. So you might have been top dog this year. You could be down in the trenches next year. And the teams that got these OCs and DCs, they start to move up.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. It's going to be a lot of player movement too. So let's see how it all shake out.
Yeah.
Come fall.
Yeah. That wait and see goes for the Bears and everybody else as well. Because Cincinnati lost their OC, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be
Callahan
a
just
Yeah,
different
got
with
ball
your
game.
head coach.
Yep.
Even though they brought up the quarterbacks coach for the OC, we'll see how that works. They kept it in house, same system.
But don't mean he can call plays though. Just because he's a
That's
good
right.
They got to call plays now.
Exactly. Now you got to call the plays.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Now it helps that who you got on that squad, you know, and they better keep T. Higgins because if they let T. Higgins walk, that's also gonna hurt them.
Problem with that is, if you pay T. Higgins, what you going to do with Chase next year?
But when you worry about that next year,
Now you're gonna lose somebody else. You got to pay Chase.
Yeah, you definitely got to pay Chase.
so you
So
try to keep them together as long as
that's
possible.
the decision.
Yeah, if you can't tie all that money up into that receiver position like that, they're gonna have to go in the draft. This is a strong receiver draft, so you got to go in there.
Well, that's true too. And this football, I ain't taking no pay cuts. My next pay could be my last.
Yeah.
So if I'm T. Higgins,
So
I ain't taking no pay cut, dog. We ain't doing that.
no
This ain't the
facts.
NBA.
Now we got a little under 30 minutes left, man. Maybe a little less with timing. But I did want to. What are y'all thoughts about Magic Johnson and not only Magic Johnson, but several other players around the league? You know, you got damn near every player that got a podcast coming out speaking on this 65 game rule in the NBA. You know, a lot of fans are upset that they spending that hard earned money to see their favorite players and they not playing because load management. Thanks, Pop, because you're the catalyst of this. All this is directed at you, Pop. But, you know, Magic Johnson doesn't like it. You know, you got Embiid that may not be able to vie for MVP because he's legitimately hurt. But he had a hell of a first half of the season, you know.
So what is they gripe? What's the gripe with it?
The gripe is
They
if
just saying you
you
can't get
if you're not load management, if you're not you actually hurt, you're gonna come back and play. That 65 that kills stuff on my contract. That kills me getting any type of awards and all of that. If you're not playing at least 65 games, you cannot.
all it is the individual award accolades you'll miss out on. And
But those tie into a lot of people's contracts though. At the beginning of the year, The contract is if I make the All-Star team, if I get all defensive team, if I get you know,
Yeah. So
second team, third team, you get none of that if you don't play 65 games and you had a legit injury.
get your ass in shape.
They put that 65 game out there for individuals that were load managing. Kawhi, when was the last time he had single digits and missed games?
Kawhi's played all year. Give him credit.
8 years.
Yeah.
Now he playing every freaking game because you got things laced in his contract now, and he coming out and he on the floor and he balling.
I look at
made
it both
him play.
ways. I look at it both ways. Shaq made a point the other night. He said, if a guy's in the MVP running like Joel Embiid was, somebody falls on his knee and he has to miss games, and it puts him under the threshold, there should be special circumstances to where he's still considered in the MVP conversation. Because he was the MVP to begin with. A guy fell on his knee. They was arguing about it. Shaq was like, a dude fell on his knee. Y'all saw that, right? So now he has a torn meniscus, has to miss time. Puts him under the 65. He can't be considered for MVP. So Kenny Smith was like, no, he as long as it's not 65. And Shaq was like, but bro, it's a special circumstance. Somebody fell on his knee, right? It wasn't load management. He got legitimately hurt, but he was in the MVP talks. It should be special circumstance. And Kenny and Barkley was like, now we're going to start making all these rules. He was like, well, tell me I'm wrong.
Well,
you had him for MVP, right? Somebody fell on his knee.
You stick with it or you don't. The special circumstance. I understand what you're saying, but look, this
rule is a rule, huh?
This is because of the players. So the players can blame themselves. They can blame themselves for what's going on. So because Embiid before this legitimate injury over the last few years, he sat out a lot of damn games too. He took some days off and he took rest and all that as well. Now they saying you can do it.
Mr. Ford, what's up? Lloyd.
What they talking about is what the Lakers are pulling off this weekend. This was made for the Lakers in Boston. Our national TNT game. LeBron and AD does not play tonight, even though I think LeBron is going to play. But let's say LeBron doesn't play tonight. Lakers at Knicks, national TV game. LeBron and AD is not playing. So-called injuries. It was designed for stuff like this because these markets, these TV rights paid all this money for these marquee games, and your top stars is not playing. The load management, that's what it was made for. This is what it's designed for, perfectly.
Right.
Why is LeBron and AD not playing against Boston on national TV?
They lucked out against Boston, LA, because it was a good game, and LA came out and balled without the stars. Made it a good game.
Right. The Lakers made it work by winning and making it interesting.
That's not how it always work, Kevo.
But I know it doesn't work like that. Everybody thought they was going to get blown out. What I'm saying is it was designed not to have your two biggest stars sitting on a national game. That's what the load management to 65 game. Y'all can do this, but if you get 65, that's it. That's why they did it. I get the rule.
Well, no, LeBron's exception because of tenure.
Well, yeah. He could get away with it because what they say, 20 years or something, they gave him a special.
And that's BS that
can't nobody else get away with it.
Right, it's like 5 of them that can pull it.
It's 5 of them that get a pass, but it's really catered to LeBron. That's BS. But you know what? Let me retract that. I can't hate on him because he didn't put his time in the league. Because if this was Jordan, they would do the same goddamn thing.
Would nobody have a problem with it? So
So I can't knock that. He put in his time, his due diligence. So I can't knock that.
And I mean, at the end of the day, and you too, you have to, like you said, it's up to the players. It's their discretion. Now, if you're legitimately hurt, I get it, but unfortunately, like nothing is 100%. So while, we hate to penalize people like Embiid's situation, but blame your other players in the league who took advantage of the sitting out, the Kawhis. And people like that. That's on them.
Pick it outside Pop's house. How about that?
Pop pulling it, call himself getting back at the NBA. Like, you know,
Well, it
you
wasn't
have
no rules then, though.
schedule.
When Pop did it, it wasn't no rules.
Right, but I mean, but that was,
Now,
but they were letting it go off merit, right? Like off the fact you're an athlete, you want to be out there, you're doing it for the fans, you're gonna play. When they got to the point of just selfishness, like I don't care who bought tickets, I don't feel like playing tonight. Now you got a
right,
problem. Something had to be done.
right,
Okay.
And unfortunately,
right.
Embiid paying for it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Okay. Kenny Smith made a point that this ain't all on the players. Organizations are sitting players too to get them through the season.
Right.
So there could be a player
Mm-hmm.
that wants to play. The organization say, "No, this one of the nights we're gonna let you sit. We're gonna make
Right
sure
now,
you get through the
Kev,
season."
this has turned
So
into
now,
an
how do you
overall
blame
shit
the
show.
organization? I'm
It's
just
a
saying,
shit show.
right?
Yeah.
But it happens. Sometimes the organization sits guys too. The player take the heat for it, but the organization didn't let him play that night.
True.
That counts as one of his games
You're
up
right.
to 65.
But I think it's probably, well, I don't know for sure, but I think it's more of players just taking nights off. Like you get blame the Ben Simmons, and you know, every time you look up, it's something. These guys are getting guaranteed money and a whole lot of it.
A whole lot of it.
Lot of it.
Ben Simmons should go play in Australia. Where you from?
Yeah.
Go play in Australia, dog.
Yeah.
Do that. Stop wasting the
last
Nets
week,
money, the Nets jerseys, the Nets practice facility, the Nets practice jersey. Like, stop.
He should be
Go
bought
away,
up.
dog. You don't want to play basketball.
Charges. He should
You want
definitely.
to be an NBA known as an NBA player, but you don't want to play in the NBA. Like, yo, man.
He just
Let's stop. Stop.
this shouldn't be SUV investigating. This should be Stabler in his show.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, because he should be getting tried under the RICO Act.
Man, I mean,
and then, right. And then he came back and said, why is he starting?
Right.
How did he start?
Because he makes starters money.
Right.
Get him out there
So now you got to start him. The man played one game, get hurt again.
Now, this time last week, we were talking about the NBA and the games, man, and how poor. And then the NBA gods gave us the Lakers versus Warriors in double overtime. Man, that game was so good, man.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? When they got to the second overtime, I didn't care who won because it was just great basketball, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Great basketball. I was just like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And we had just talked that morning about the NBA and the games being trash. Man, hey, mama, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. We had just talked that morning.
Lefty,
Only
say
thing I
what's
didn't
up to
say is
moms,
say the
man.
word,
Your mom's
man.
out there.
Oh,
Huh?
hey, mom, what's up? I can't see it on mine.
I didn't say the only thing we didn't leave with, Ben, we didn't say the word.
I know.
We didn't do it.
I know.
And it turned out to be a double overtime best game of the year.
Man, best game of the year, man. Best game of the year.
Hey, that's
without a doubt.
turning into a bit of a rivalry, man. You know, Golden State, you know, the Steph LeBron thing, and all that.
And they respected each other after the game, man. You know, so that right there, that was it for me this year, man.
Yeah,
that
them a lot of
was it.
veterans on that squad too, though. You know what I mean? Them a lot of veterans too.
Yeah,
they ain't all
Right.
short.
How do y'all feel about Steph and Sabrina Long School? I can't pronounce her last name in the WA in this 3-point challenge during All-Star game. What's your thoughts on that, KDL?
I think it's great. The All-Star game is for entertainment. All-Star weekend, rather, is for entertainment.
Yep.
If they agreed to go at it, that's cool. Now they're gonna get competitive. She gonna want to show, you know, that's how we do in the W. Steph got to take the man pride thing. You know, I ain't finna let her beat me. I'm from the league. So I think it's gonna be competitive. We gonna get a good shooting show. We know that.
Hey,
She can shoot. She can shoot.
What if Steph loses?
Oh, he ain't gonna live it down in the locker room.
He ain't gonna live it down. Yeah.
That's locker room.
It'll be
guys,
huge for the W.
Guys Jones on people like that. You know how it is, man.
Yeah, you know how it is. That night,
that girl, man. What you know? They
right.
gonna tease them. But I think more importantly, though, it brings some notoriety to the WNBA, man. They need it. You know, put one of they better players on a huge stage, national stage. So it's needed. I like it. I think they should probably include them in the skills challenge too. If you really want to bring a lot more notoriety to the WNBA, I think they'll do great the skills challenge.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like you said, for the WNBA, that's cool. Notoriety, right? And they should make that last instead of the dunk contest. They should make the
Facts.
3-point contest, especially with this how they doing it this year. That should be last.
Mhm.
And the dunk contest, hey, they can make the dunk contest first for crying out loud. All I can. They could
Get that out.
You know what I mean?
They can get that out the way on Saturday night.
Right. They could do the dunk contest after the rookie game on Friday.
Right.
Just make the All-Star Saturday night, the skills and the 3-point.
Well, they got some G Leaguers though. It's supposed to be in the dunk contest this year. Supposed to be pretty good. They letting the G Leaguers come up and compete now because I don't know nobody else that even signed up. But I wouldn't mind seeing them. I mean, going against each other, but how they used to. They used to pair them up, like one from the WNBA and the NBA on some challenges or whatever.
Yeah, that's a skill challenge for the city. Like they'll have Chicago with an old school, a current player, and somebody from the WNBA.
Sky, yeah, I like.
Atlanta, they have somebody from the Dream. LA, they have somebody from the Sparks. So they were doing that.
Yeah, they can get back to that, man. WNBA definitely need it, But this is, I mean, I can't wait to see Steph and old girl go at it. I'm excited.
It's gonna be some good shooting. It's gonna be some good shooting.
Do you?
And they need all the women on the sideline cheering on, just like the guys cheer on stuff.
Yep.
Right, and you know what?
Make it a spectacle.
Yep.
Kev, you said it right. This helps boost the WNBA.
Yeah,
it does. It does. And they always talking about how they not even a second tier. They like a 10th tier sports league. So this can prompt them up. Now I will say this: with some of the players that will be coming into the WNBA, look out. Look out for the name Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
I've been seeing this girl on social media for a long time, and she a freshman, and she dropped 51 last night.
Yeah, she cold with it. But I'm gonna tell you, man, what the WNBA needs to do is expand. Because I watched a lot of WNBA players get drafted that are no longer on teams in less than a 2-year span.
Yeah, they don't
have a lot of roster spots. So the vets that's already on there, the rookies can't get in. Right. A lot of these rookies, man, they going overseas. They're not making spots. They need to expand the WNBA. That's what they need to do. Create more roster spots.
But that means other cities have to create teams, right? And the way the market has been so, hills and valleys, ups and downs, some of these owners are like, no, not yet. Not yet. But with like I say, some of these players that's coming out. Right. That's the way it should be. If you got an NBA team, you need to have a
like the WNBA needs their Steph, their LeBron. They need that one that's going
Caitlin Clark coming.
And you gotta and that starts on the college level. You gotta start profiling them a little more. Caitlin,
we got Angel Wilson.
Yeah, as you start.
That's why I say they're coming.
TV time, right now
they're coming.
To the NBA, you like, I want to see a play. But I mean, just like the NBA, regardless of what, it's more player based than team, right? We mostly fans of certain players. Most people, you either love them or hate them. The WNBA seems like they're trying to do it based off teams. They want you to have your team that you following. Basketball just not like that these days. You're gonna follow the most popular player. You want the the superstars.
But y'all know I watch the WNBA too. I'm gonna tell y'all that's why they have so many player movement every year. They only sign 1, maybe 2-year contracts.
Yeah.
So your Asia Wilsons and people like that locked in, right? But all these other players move around. Every year they move around. Yeah. Every year. Because they only signing 1 to 2-year deals. They're not doing the 3 to 4 years. So that's why you see a lot of movement.
Listen, it's some players that's coming like what is it, Fu Wiley and Pow Pow that's in South Carolina. Just the names alone.
Some of these are freshmen.
You can hype them up. Right. I know. That's why I say they're coming. And like Lefty said, you got to start, hyping them in college. Yeah. So when they get to the NBA, boom.
Stop giving them a 10-second slot on Sports Center. Like profile them. You know what I'm saying? Do some interviews or something. Like put them out there. They give them a
They're
10
gonna do Caitlin Clark. When Caitlin Clark announces she's going to the WNBA, they're gonna bring her in the right way. They're not gonna do Angel Reese like that. They're gonna do Caitlin Clark.
You got Flage that's down in LSU that got a budding rap career. You got to start profiling these kids now, so when they get to the WNBA, guess what? It's all about lights and stars now.
Yep. Yeah.
And the names, dude, the names for the women, crazy. Juju, Pow Pow,
Yeah.
Flage. I mean, you could just run with that, man. That's an announcer's dream.
The other side of it too, though, is you got like the Angel Reese who has a social media presence. You can hype yourself. You know, the more followers you get,
that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're hyping themselves versus, sports media hyping them up. They hyping themselves up.
They need the sports media to get more behind them for it to be. And let's be totally honest, man. WNBA is like only true like basketball fans who know the game can appreciate it, because it's not all super fancy. It's very
It ain't for everybody.
Right. It's not for everybody. You're not gonna get people getting dunked on, and you're starting to get some crosses though. I didn't see a couple people get tapped up in WNBA lately.
Some of these girls got a bag.
Yeah,
they got a bag.
Yeah.
Because Juju hit somebody last night.
Man.
I said, good Lord, that looked like how I did lefty in practice. But that's neither here nor there.
You still dreaming, huh?
Wow.
When you wake up, let me know.
And she balling in the USC, but they'd rather talk about Bronny James.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. Bronny get more hype than WNBA players. Right.
Right.
Exactly. College players.
Right. Single double.
Right. Man, heart condition, dog. Get off.
He can play in the league though.
Right. Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
No
now, last thing before we go to point the shots, man, what do y'all think about Shaq and his campaign for Tony Snell?
I love it.
I don't know if y'all saw that. He's campaigning
Barkley said the same thing.
Right, Tony Snell, so some team to pick him up so he can hit that 10-year veteran, so he can get that insurance and so forth. Because he does have two young children that are disabled, and that would help him care for his family. Now, Tony Snell, he made good money now, but I like Shaq, Barkley, them, this campaign, man. It shows that they are aware of their fellow veterans, man. I do like that, man. Gotta respect that.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, it's a fraternity, man. You know, players should, and it's good to see, especially the older players, speak up. You know what I'm saying? And people that Shaq and Barkley and Kenny got a platform. There's a huge platform. So for them to speak up on it, well, that was huge, man. I loved it, because I just saw it on like YouTube or something, like, and other than that, they weren't talking about it on Sports Center and nothing.
No, they not. They
morning
not.
shows and nothing like
Because
that.
if the Greek brother can have a slot for all these years, I mean, you can get him a slot for the year,
right?
For the rest of the year, man.
On the roster and say he hurt.
You telling me you can't put Tony Snell on the Pistons? Can't get no worse.
Right. You can put him right with Greek brother. Hell, he could be a cheerleader too.
Right. Let him sit
Listen,
there.
The Greek brother, he is the new guy that should be on Shaq the Fool every time he get in the game.
He the new ML Carr. That's exactly who he is. The new ML Carr of the modern day era.
Come on, man.
The biggest cheerleader,
man.
Hey, look, that's strong when your family, your brother. Look, I'm staying here, but he got to be on the team. That's what family for. It's good stuff too, and that's what it is. But, man, Tony, like I said, for the older players to speak up for Tony Snell is a good thing. I love it. I hope more people start coming out. Somebody can put him on a roster.
Right, all the podcasts that's out here, former players and all that, put it out there, man. Flood the media.
Pick up for the dude, man.
Right.
He good. He can give you. He can even come in and give you a little something. Like I said, Pistons can't get no worse.
Okay.
Well, fellas, we ain't came to the end of this ride, man.
Oh
It
wow.
went quick today, real quick. You know, so we'll get our parting shots. KDL, I'll let you start off first.
Per the usual, man. Appreciate the love, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. The comments, all that. Even though I don't know why Tim Smith ever comments, but that's neither here nor there. Appreciate the love, y'all, for tuning in, man. Hey, we're on location next Saturday. Yeah, y'all need to shout that out. Location next Saturday, day before the Super Bowl. Y'all come kick it with the fellas.
Football jerseys.
Football jerseys on, live. Say your opinions. Let's do it.
Lucky left.
Yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, of course. Yeah, next Saturday, man, excited. Be out at Casa de Puros in Maywood. We're gonna be shooting, like I said, Super Bowl edition. We're gonna be jerseyed up. You know, you never know. We may have a little surprise. Have people come on out, man, and hang out with us. For all us, if you football Super Bowl squares, SmokeFellas got Super Bowl squares. Get in touch with Keith Millhouse. If you want some squares, we got a few still available. So, man, get your chance to win you a couple of dollars, man. You know how we do it. Happy birthdays, man. Last night with Ball, Keisha, Nia. Happy birthday today, Mike Jones from Society, man. Happy birthday to y'all. You know, have fun, enjoy. Y'all may see me. I may pop out. I see how I feel later on. And, you know, let's do it. Next Sunday, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, man.
Super Bowl,
that's how it
baby.
is, man. You know, we'll have those strip cards and the 50-50 out there. If you follow the SmokeFellas, come win your little bread. You know, like Kevin Lefty said, next Saturday we'll be at Casa de Puros out in Maywood. That address is 1117 South First Avenue. We'll be out there in the house. Football jerseys. You can bring out your old schools. You can bring out your whatever jersey you got. Bring it out. Football jerseys. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it like we do it in the cigar shops, live, up close and personal. We're going to be raw and uncensored in Maywood.
I might throw on my throwback Saquon jersey.
Maybe the last time we're in
Hold
them
on.
field jerseys. Gonna get them field jerseys out the way while he's still on the roster. Go on, wear it one more time, one more again.
Kev, the man ain't gone yet, man, and you calling it a throwback?
Hey, man, I'm here with it, dog. I've accepted it. Much success, brother.
Right.
I've accepted it, man. I'm here with it.
It is what it is, Kev. You know, he had a good ride.
Yeah, good ride.
He had a good ride. Can't take nothing from him. So he outshined, what was it, Barber there that retired early in his career. Too early, I say, but he go up in the record books, man.
Yeah, he had a good little ride. 5-year ride, whatever. It's cool. We enjoy it.
Yeah, man. That's all I got, man. Unless y'all got something else, we got a minute and a half left, so Super Bowl Sunday.
I need water.
February 13th, our pre-Valentine Red Roses R&B Jam at Carlisle Tequila Bar. Come out, check that out, man. We've been flooding social media with that. It's gonna be a good, come out and hear some good R&B music, some grown folk stuff. Got the heated patio for the cigar smokers. It's gonna be a good time, man. So come,
Lefty gonna be at the door with his crushed velvet on, handing out flowers to all the ladies.
Just that I will do. That I will do. Not the crushed velvet though.
And a box of chocolates.
No, a Reese cup. The little single joint.
Hershey Kisses.
Hershey Kisses, you go, sweetie.
Take this kiss, baby. It's for me.
Yeah. Shout out to all the scumbag work husbands who are gonna be putting candy on the wild on women's desk.
Right. And we back in the office. It's ridiculous. I shake my head every year.
Hey, you just got triggered down there, Kevo.
I see it every year, man. Just so happened to be back in the office during Valentine's Day.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
hey, he is that work husband, but that's near here and there. And as I say, where there's smoke,
there's the fella.
And the scumbag down there.
Kevin on his way to the dollar store now to collect candy.
Hey, man.